Hello, guys, and welcome with our new episode of Al High School. Most talented and great and special people. Today we are meeting one of the most amazing teacher and a very great teacher, very close to my heart. Today we are welcoming Miss Ola Zarrouf. How are you, Miss Ola? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you so much. May you introduce yourself for us?
My name is Ola Zarrouf. I am 39 years old. I teach English. I've been teaching English at Syrian public schools in Latakia and Tartus since 2008.
This is great. You are really a special teacher, Miss Ola. Now we are going to ask you, how did you started your journey of teaching?
Well, to start with, I studied English literature, so teaching was always one of the jobs that I will end up with. I started teaching at Tartus University before I was assigned by the Tartus Directorate of Education to teach at public schools. And this is how I started. Actually, I started in Latakia and then I moved to my home city, Tartus, later on in 2010.
This sounds amazing. So, may we ask you, if that thing was your dream when you were a child, or you had another dream?
I've always loved teaching since I was a child. I had a dream of studying PhD in the UK, but that did not actually happen. I studied. I have a master's degree in English theater, and that's it. I'm
You
teaching
are
now.
amazing. You have a master degree, and this is really so special. So, Miss Ella, do you like other things than English?
I love learning languages in general, and I always try to also learn at least the basics in other languages like French. I studied a little German, very little Spanish. I started with that also, but because of my job, because I have also a little child, I cannot really pursue that as much as was available for me with English. I was free at the time, and I was enjoying learning English, and English is also more available than any other language.
Yeah, I see. That's pretty amazing. So you like learning a lot of language, and you are really my inspiration, Miss Ola. Thank you so much. So, Miss Ola, this job needs a lot of efforts. So, have you faced these difficulties and obstacles with happiness, with an easiness, or have you really been so like you couldn't overcome these obstacles?
Okay. With teaching, I really love my job and I enjoy it a lot. And that's why any obstacles I face, I can work them out. And you always have, for example, stubborn students and you have to find a way for them. And that's okay with me. It's my job and I take full responsibility for it. And I also welcome any challenges that may come or occur during this path.
This is so amazing, Miss Ola, and you are really a great teacher. Now let's move to ask you some question about culture, as you are a culturalized woman and a very great woman, and so special as well. So, when you were a child, you say that was your dream. So, do you like things about art, music, or anything like this?
Of course, I do enjoy music. I enjoy the lyrics even more than the music itself. Any music with beautiful lyrics would touch me in general. I love movies. I love watching movies, also movies from other cultures, American, British, any other movies which will teach you about other cultures and you get to know how people are living, how they are reacting, what happens during their life when they are kids, teenagers, etc.
You are really amazing, and this is a pretty cool answer. Yeah, this is truly amazing. So, Miss Ola, what's your favorite, let's say, singer, band that when you were a child, now, whatever?
Now ever since I was like in my late teenage years, I I got to know Josh Groban, the American singer, and I love his vocals. He has a very strong voice.
Yeah, I
I
know.
love Celine Dion as well.
Me too. That's so
I enjoyed
amazing.
also when we were teenagers. It was the band stream. It was a lot. There were a lot of bands like
Exactly.
Backstreet Boys, Spice Girls, Westlife, and Boyzone, and these are really cool also.
The same for me. This is pretty amazing,
And their
actually.
music is really enjoyable.
Yeah, like Josh Groban song "You Raise Me
You
Up."
Raise Me
This
Up.
is the most amazing song.
It's one of my
actually.
favorites also.
Yeah, yeah, me too. This is pretty amazing. So, what's your favorite movie?
A lot of movies actually. The Mona Lisa Smile, for example, and Primal Fear. These movies are really stuck in my mind, and I can watch them over and over again.
This is so amazing. This is pretty amazing. So, Miss Ola, do you have like other things you'd like to do rather than teaching?
I also, at a point in my time when I was younger and I had more time, I loved embroidery, and I learned it also. And I was doing a lot of shapes and bags and scarves. I have a lot of them still in my closet. So that was also one of my good things. I'm not good at drawing, although I love it. And I imitate sometimes. I take pictures from the internet, or I watch videos how to draw a bird or something, and I do it, but I'm not good. I'm not really good.
No, you are really good at everything. I see you are very talented and great. You're welcome. So, Miss Ola, we have a question for you. What do you say for all of these teachers that have a lot of difficulties teaching in general, not just English?
Okay, first of all, when you start teaching, you have to acknowledge that it's not an easy job. Teaching is one of the hardest jobs ever. But if you really like it, if you really enjoy it, if you are really in love with what you do, you will succeed eventually. Despite hurdles, despite difficulties, whatever job you're doing, you will find difficulties. But teaching is very rewarding when you have students and they are all grown up, for example, and they say hello with a sweet smile on their faces, and you know that you have touched them earlier in their life. So, working with kids or teenagers or even adults as a teacher is one of the most rewarding jobs ever.
This is pretty amazing. And we would like to ask you a question as you have a master degree. What do you prefer more, the English accent or the British accent?
Well,
The American accent or the English?
okay, growing up and learning English, American accent was more available through movies, as you know, and songs and all that. So this is what I really picked up.
Yeah, the same
But any accent is good to me. I love to learn any accent that I can learn. I love English, so anything that's in English is good.
Yeah, there's a lot of countries that speaks English, and this is pretty good. So you said about your feelings when you teach the students. You said about your job. You said about your cultures, and you said a lot of amazing things. And I can describe how cool and amazing this. So, would you like to give something for listeners, like a sentence or whatever?
Well, if you have a dream, believe in yourself, no matter how long it takes you or hard the road might get, just believe in yourself and never ever give in.
Thank you so much for this amazing interview, Miss Ola.
Thank you so much, Zaina, and it was my pleasure.
It was my pleasure too. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
وهكذا أعزائي المستمعين، لقد حظينا بهذا اللقاء الرائع الجميل المذهل مع الآنسة الرائعة علا ظروف، التي أخبرتنا عن مهنتها وكيف تتعامل مع الصعاب، وأن كان هذا حلمها منذ أن كانت صغيرة، وهي أبدا لا تستسلم مهنة التعليم، وتنصح جميع المعلمين الآخرين بأن يكونوا صابرين وأن يحبوا المتعلمين والطلاب لديهم. كما ذكرت لنا شغفها عن أن تصبح قد أخذت درجة الماجستير في الأدب الإنجليزي، وهذا رائع جدا من الآنسة علا، ونتمنى لها النجاح والتوفيق في كل خطوة تفعلها. كما أنها شاركت معنا بعض الثقافات المفضلة لديها، فهي تحب تعلم المزيد من اللغات مثل الألمانية، مثل الفرنسية، والقليل من الإسبانية لأنها دائما تحب اللغات، وكان هذا حلمها منذ أن كانت صغيرة، ولكنها تركز على الإنجليزية لأنها الآن هي لغة العالم. وكما ترون الآنسة علا دائما ترحب بأي صعوبة تأتيها لأنه هذا طبيعي جدا، وتنصح بالجميع بأن لا يستسلموا عن أحلامهم ويتابعوها مهما حصل معهم، يجدوا نقاط قوتهم، وأيضا أن يستحملوا كل ما يحصل لأنه في النهاية سوف نجد طريق النجاح، وطريق النجاح الذي هو مرسوم لنا لن يختفي بإذن الله. وكانت هذه مقابلة رائعة جميلة مع الآنسة، ولا نتمنى لها كل التوفيق والنجاح في كل خطوة من خطواتها، وهي قريبة لقلبي جدا جدا. إنها أروع مقابلة قد قمت بها حقا هذه المرة، أقولها بكل صدق وبكل روح سعيدة، وأتمنى من كل المستمعين أن يسمعوها ويسمعوا صوتي ويسمعوا صوت مدرستنا المليئة بالمواهب المذهلة الذي أنا نفسي تفاجأت بها.